Title: The King's Bride and the Sister's Curse. In the flourishing kingdom of Eberron, nestled between great rivers and hills painted with the gold of the setting sun, lived two sisters, Awil and Neka. Awil was the younger, radiant as morning light. She had beauty that stirred even the gentlest wind and a heart filled with grace. And her kindness was known far and wide. Neka, her elder sister, had been beautiful once, but her soul had grown bitter over the years like overripe fruit. Now 50, she was unmarried, not because suitors hadn't come, but because her harsh tongue and envious heart always drove them away. Awil's fortune changed one festival season when King Obianuju of Eberron laid eyes on her during the harvest dance. He was a noble king, young, powerful, wealthy beyond measure, and known for ruling with wisdom and justice. Captivated by her simplicity and beauty, he took Awil as his queen within the moon cycle. The kingdom rejoiced, drums beat across the land, and the air was thick with joy. But beneath the surface, behind the false smile and falsely sweet words, Neka's heart grew darker. "I am happy for you," she said, embracing her sister at the palace gates. But her eyes said otherwise. That night, she returned to her old hut on the outskirts of the village, where weeds grew wild and shadows lingered. She sat alone, whispering into a cracked mirror, rage in her voice. "Why her? I am the elder. I was supposed to wear the crown." A week later, Neka sought the forest of broken vows, a place no sane person dared enter. Deep inside, hidden beneath twisted roots and haunted winds, lived Ikena the Dark Weaver, a sorcerer who fed on envy and despair. "I want her to suffer," Neka hissed. "I want her joy turned into agony." Ikena's eyes gleamed like coals. "It will cost you dearly." "I will pay anything," she replied, and without flinching, sliced her palm, offering blood to the shadows. That very night, as Awil lay beside her king, a dream unlike any other seized her. She found herself in a misty void. From it emerged a grotesque face, twisted, grey, with eyes that bled ash. The creature hissed and stretched long, bony fingers toward her belly. Awil woke up screaming, drenched in sweat. The palace healer came, but found nothing wrong. The king ordered his guards to triple their watch, but they could protect her body, not her dreams. Weeks passed, and Awil's belly began to swell. Joy returned to her face, but only briefly. The nightmares came every full moon, growing worse. The twisted face returned, now whispering curses into her womb. At 5 months, Awil could no longer walk without pain. At 7, her cries echoed in the palace corridors every night. At 9 months, the baby did not come. "What kind of child waits this long?" whispered the midwives. "It should be born by now." 10 months. 11. Still no birth. By the 13th month, the king sent for seers from distant lands. They came with scrolls, charms, and bones. One old woman from the east stared long at Awil, then at the sky, and said, "A shadow has chained your womb. This is no natural delay. Someone close to you, someone with your blood, has cursed this child." The king was furious. "Who dares curse the queen?" Awil wept. Her mind turned to Neka, who visited every moon, bringing gifts with fake smiles and empty blessings. The priestess gave her a small white stone and said, "Place this under your pillow. The god will show you what your eyes have not seen." Awil did as told. That night, the dream returned, but this time, she saw clearly. The grotesque face peeled away like a mask, and beneath it was Neka, eyes burning with hatred, her laughter echoing like thunder. Awil woke with a scream. Now she knew. The next day, she sent for the king and told him everything. The king, heartbroken and furious, summoned Neka to the palace under the pretense of celebration. She arrived dressed in red, wearing a wicked grin. She didn't know her time had come. "I have a gift for the queen," she said. "And I have one for you," the king replied, rising from his throne. Truth. The palace priest entered the hall, chanting. They circled Necker, who froze in place. They threw salt and ashes upon her, and her skin began to burn with dark smoke. She howled. "Confess," the high priest commanded. "I did it," she screamed. "She stole my life, my crown. I cursed her womb so she would never know peace." The crowd gasped. The king's face turned to stone. "Let her not see the sun again," he said. Necker was banished to the forest of broken vows, where her voice would join the wailing winds forever. That night, Awil went into labor, her cries fierce but freeing. The sky turned gold at sunrise as she gave birth to a healthy baby boy. The child's first cry seemed to chase away every lingering shadow. He was named Chibik, God is strength. From that day on, the kingdom knew peace. Awil thrived as queen and mother, and her story became legend of love, betrayal, and a heart stronger than any curse. And in the deepest parts of the forest, they say, the wind still carries the voice of a bitter woman who once tried to ruin joy, but failed.